Good day, this is AJ with successwithLOA.blogspot.com, and for the last week of 2011, what I wanted to do is to post a video blog on the basics of law of attraction. You will find posts regarding the basics of the law of attraction on the lower right hand corner of the blog, but I wanted to put a video blog out there just to kind of condense everything and answer any questions for those of you that are familiar with the law of attraction, and also give a quick introduction before we go into 2012. To make things really clear, I am by no means an expert on the law of attraction, so let's get that out of the way real quickly. The whole point of this blog was to give you a perspective from a beginner's point of view. Someone who, just like many of you, was introduced to the law of attraction most likely through the movie The Secret. I had been reading books like Think and Grow Rich many times and kind of put those things all together. And things worked. Things worked for me. It got me out of financial problems. It has given me a very fulfilling life, and this is my way of giving back to it, to the society. And also that was one of the reasons that I published my book, Roadmap to Life, to kind of put everything into perspective, but that's a different story. So let's get to the basics of the law of attraction. In a nutshell, law of attraction is a universal law, just like gravity, electromagnetism, electricity. It's not anything religious. It's not folklore. It's a scientific fact. And that was important to me when I started to kind of investigate this, because I am by trade a scientist. I am very spiritual, but my scientific side needs analytical answers to processes and theories before I can actually kind of get on board fully. So one of the things that helped me was the little YouTube snippets by Dr. Quantum, specifically the one on the double slit experiment. For those of you that are scientific minded, you may remember the double slit experiment from your 8th grade physics class. And that's basically what solidified the fact that if quantum mechanics can explain law of attraction, then I'm alright with it. So the law of attraction basically says that whatever you think about with emotion becomes your reality. So it's not the other way around, where you have a reality, you look at it, and you make thoughts regarding your physical reality. It's actually the other way around. Whatever you think about and give attention to with emotions becomes your reality, and most people go about by default thinking it backwards. They think that just because this is happening to me right now, that is my reality. However, whatever is happening to you is because of your thoughts. That's the first part of the equation, and Jack Canfield says it best, is that once you realize that and take responsibility for it, you're on your way to succeeding. So how do we use the law of attraction to succeed in anything we want? Simple. You concentrate on goals. Visualization is a great way of doing it. Bringing as many senses as possible into it, and bring about the feelings of joy and the good feelings that would be manifested once you have the desire that you are visualizing. So that's in itself is kind of tricky, because how can you enjoy something that you don't have? But that's the important foundation for the law of attraction. that you have to have faith and the belief that it will happen. That's one of the major reasons why you want to start slowly. You don't want to suddenly go, I'm going to visualize $1,000,000 and then it's going to appear in my bank account. Because deep down in your gut feeling, it's some little voice that says bullshit. And that's just not going to work. You can't trick universal laws. You can't fake it. It's not like I say I'm going to fly and gravity doesn't work, so I'll go on top of the roof of my house and jump off and have suddenly fly on air. These are universal laws and they always work whether you believe them or not. But once you know about them, you can utilize them to your advantage. So start with something small. If you recall in the movie The Secret, they brought up the examples of parking spots or coffee a day. Small things, so you can prove to yourself that it works. When you receive those proofs, it helps you believe. And once you believe, the magic happens. So that's what you want to concentrate on, is small baby steps towards achieving better and better results from your thinking. Now, I mentioned emotions are the fuel. The emotions supercharge your desires. The fact that you write goals down, the fact that you use the 6-step process of goal setting that I outline in my book, Roadmap to Life, the fact that you concentrate on activities to do every day focuses you, and that basically puts you in the top 5% of the society by just doing that. However, when you bring emotions and the belief that it will happen into the equation and add concentration to it, you will be unstoppable. One of the best ways that I have read to make this really easy for yourself is by Jerry and Esther Hicks, the Abraham Hicks series of books and tapes. And they suggest when you set a goal or when you want something, start thinking about the why. Why do you want something? So for example, let's take the goal of having a 6-pack rib abs. Why do you want to have ripped abs? It's not enough just to say, hey, I want ripped abs. You want to be very specific, yes, but why do you want that ripped abs? Brings the emotions for you. Perhaps I want to be ripped because my clothes will fit better. I will be more confident. I will be healthy, live longer to enjoy life with my children and my family. If you're single, you'll be more attractive to the opposite sex. Your insurance premium will be less. All of these things will bring the emotions, and you want to bring as much emotion and as many of your senses into it as possible. Put music, put pictures of what you want to look like, and read your goals out loud every day. In my book I mentioned you want to do it morning and evening, right before you get to start on the day and right after your day ends. You want to hear yourself articulating your desires and then use all of your senses to fuel the emotion and get it to basically be sent out, and then you can see the results. That's the way the law of attraction works, and you can make it work for anything that you want. You can become a more positive person. You can have success beyond your dream, and it does work. I am a living proof of it. It does work. The timing of it depends on how much resistance you have, and you can eliminate those resistance by bringing the emotion and having the whys. Why is this goal important to you? The timing of it, I always believe, is for your best interest. If you have been doing everything right and things are not showing up the way you want them to, something better is on the horizon for you, and you are being kind of protected. It's a good way of looking at it. So I hope this short little blog helps to kind of clarify the law of attraction. I invite you to read the rest of the blog. Go to the beginning posts about the basics on how to use the law of attraction. And again, thank you very much for watching and reading these blogs, and I always invite your comments. Happy holidays to you and your family, and I will see you in 2012.